The excitement was palpable in the air as fans began to gather outside the Manchester Arena on that unforgettable night in 2008. Bright lights illuminated the entrance, casting a warm glow over the sea of eager concertgoers. T-shirts emblazoned with Elton John's iconic image and tour dates were everywhere, creating a colorful tapestry of dedication to the legendary artist. As the sun began to set, a sense of camaraderie filled the atmosphere. Friends chatted animatedly about their favorite songs while others took selfies to capture the moment before the show started. The melodic hum of anticipation floated through the crowd as enthusiastic cheers erupted every time someone caught a glimpse of the arena's entrance. It was clear that this concert was more than just a performance. For many, it was a dream come true. Inside, the arena buzzed with energy. Fans found their seats, eagerly waiting for Elton John to take the stage. The walls were adorned with posters and memorabilia, reminding everyone of the numerous hits and memorable performances he's given over the years. Lightning flashes and audio testing created an electrifying ambience as people counted down the minutes until showtime. Among those in attendance was young Emily Harris, a bright-eyed 8-year-old who could barely contain her excitement. She had been waiting for this moment forever. With her handmade bracelet clasped tightly in her hand, she felt special knowing she would get to meet her idol soon. Just thinking about how she would give him her creation filled her with joy. For Emily, this night meant more than just listening to music. It was about sharing love and creativity through her simple yet heartfelt gift. As family members settled in around her, they shared smiles and laughter that added to the evening's magic. Everyone knew something incredible was about to unfold, setting the stage for a memorable experience unlike any other. Emily Harris was not just any 8-year-old, she was a bundle of energy and creativity, radiating joy wherever she went. Since she could remember, music had filled her life like color on a canvas. From pop tunes to ballads, each note stirred her imagination and brought a smile to her face. Her room, decorated with posters of her favorite artists, was a clear reflection of her passion for music, but nothing compared to her love for Elton John. For Emily, Elton was more than just a singer. He was a superstar who had created memorable songs that had touched millions, including her. She had listened to his albums countless times, singing along with all her heart. Every song felt like a story, and every performance sparked dreams in her mind. Emily often imagined what it would be like to meet him, to tell him how much his music meant to her. The concert in Manchester felt like the perfect opportunity to make that dream come true. Emily's thoughts raced as she clutched the handcrafted bracelet she'd made just for him. It was vibrant and full of colors, much like the emotions his music inspired in her. She had spent days designing it carefully, putting in beads that represented friendship and love, values she believed were important. As the crowd swelled around her, Emily smiled as she spotted other fans holding lights and signs. Their excitement only fueled her own. A mix of nerves and exhilaration coursed through her as she thought about the moment she would go up to Elton John. She imagined handing him the bracelet and seeing his face light up with happiness. In her heart, Emily knew this night was destined to be unforgettable, a night where dreams and reality would fittingly collide. As Emily stood amidst the throng of fans, her heart fluttered with excitement, and her grip tightened around the colorful bracelet she had carefully crafted. The bracelet was a true reflection of her creativity and love for Elton John. She had spent days designing it, choosing each element with care to ensure it conveyed her feelings perfectly. The bracelet was made of vibrant beads in various shapes and sizes, each one carefully selected for its meaning. Bright yellow beads symbolized joy, reminiscent of the sunny melodies in Elton's songs. Deep blue beads represented trust and loyalty, qualities she cherished in her friendships and admired in the artists she idolized. Tiny silver spacers added a touch of sparkle, much like the glimmer of stage lights that danced across the crowd during performances. Emily had woven the beads together with sturdy elastic string, ensuring that the bracelet would last long after the concert. At the center was a heart-shaped charm, signifying love and friendship. For Emily, this wasn't just a simple gift, it was a piece of her heart that she wanted to share with Elton John, someone who had inspired her through music. She envisioned how he would react when he saw it on stage, how it would catch his eye and perhaps remind him of the connections he created with his fans through his songs. As other fans cheered around her, Emily imagined Elton wearing her bracelet as a symbol of friendship between an artist and a young girl who believed in magic and music. In that moment, as she clutched the bracelet tightly, Emily felt a rush of courage. She was ready to share her creation and her admiration with Elton John. This small gesture represented hope and dreams, capturing the essence of what music meant to her, a beautiful bond that transcended age and distance. As the concert drew closer, the atmosphere inside the Manchester Arena became electric. Emily could feel her heart racing with every beat, her excitement mixing with nerves as she imagined the moment she would finally meet Elton John. Around her, fellow fans shared stories of their favorite songs and experiences, but for Emily, this night was uniquely personal. She could hardly wait to express her admiration through the bracelet she had created. When the lights dimmed and a hush fell over the crowd, it felt as if time itself had paused. The stage glowed under bright lights, and Emily's eyes sparkled with wonder. Every moment was surreal. The whispers of anticipation crescendoed to fever pitch as she caught glimpses of technicians setting up for the show. Each second seemed to stretch as she thought about how special it would be to hand her bracelet to Elton in person. Finally, when the concert began and Elton took the stage, Emily felt a rush of joy wash over her as his music filled the air. His powerful voice and dazzling piano skills captivated everyone in attendance, but in her mind, she was already planning how to make her way to him during one of his breaks. As the song, Rocket Man, ended, a brief pause occurred before Elton spoke to the audience. Seizing this moment, Emily gathered all her courage and made her way closer to the stage. Heart pounding, she reached out to him with a smile that radiated hope and excitement. Elton's warm gaze met hers as she handed him the bracelet, and his expression transformed into one of delight. The world around her faded away. All that mattered was this exchange between her and her idol. As he slid the bracelet onto his wrist, a glowing smile spread across his face. This was a moment she would cherish forever. As Emily handed the bracelet to Elton John, time seemed to stand still. The moment felt magical, filled with anticipation and hope. Elton looked down at the colorful creation, his eyes widening in surprise and delight. He gently picked up the bracelet, examining the vibrant beads that shimmered under the stage lights. A warm smile spread across his face, lighting up the entire arena. The crowd held its breath, captivated by the interaction. Elton looked back up at Emily, his smile radiating kindness and appreciation. "This is beautiful!" he exclaimed, his voice warm and inviting. It was a moment of connection, an acknowledgement of the love and effort Emily had put into her gift. As he carefully slid the bracelet onto his wrist, there was a sense of joy that rippled through the audience. They could see how much he genuinely valued this gesture. Emily's heart swelled with pride as she witnessed Elton wear her creation for everyone to see. The spark of excitement in her chest grew stronger, knowing her gift had made him happy. He continued to flash that beaming smile, and it felt as if he understood just how special this moment was for her. When he turned to the crowd, displaying the bracelet prominently on his wrist, cheers erupted all around. Elton raised his arm and playfully declared to everyone, "Best gift I've gotten all tour!" His voice echoed through the arena, making Emily's heart race with joy. It was not just a compliment, it was a validation of her feelings and effort. In that instant, Emily felt as though she was part of something bigger, a beautiful bond formed between an artist and a young fan, united by the power of music and friendship. The night had transformed into a memory she would treasure forever, filled with warmth, happiness, and unforgettable magic. As the concert began, the energy in the Manchester Arena surged to new heights. The moment Elton John stepped onto the stage, a roar erupted from the crowd. Fans, young and old alike, were on their feet, cheering and clapping, consumed by a palpable excitement that filled the air. The lights danced and flashed, casting vibrant colors across the venue as Elton took his place at the piano. With a commanding presence, he launched into his first song, and Emily felt every note resonate deep within her heart. There was something truly magical about experiencing his music live, It was as if the entire arena had transformed into one big family united by the rhythm. The powerful melodies soared through the room, igniting smiles and bringing tears of joy to many faces. Throughout the performance, Emily's gaze was fixed on the stage, her heart racing with pride each time she caught a glimpse of Elton wearing her bracelet. It glimmered with every movement of his arm, a constant reminder of their special connection. As he performed classics like Tiny Dancer and Benny and the Jets, she couldn't help but imagine how he was feeling wearing her creation, a piece of her heart now joined with his music. Elton engaged with the crowd in between songs, sharing stories and jokes that filled the arena with laughter. He spoke vividly about his travels and experiences, seamlessly connecting with fans who sang along to every lyric. Each moment felt intimate, as though he were performing just for them. As the concert continued, it was clear that Emily was lost in the magic of it all. Every beat echoed through her soul. With her bracelet worn proudly by Elton John, she felt that she wasn't just a spectator, she was part of an unforgettable experience that celebrated friendship, music, and dreams coming true. As the evening drew to a close, she knew this was a night she would always hold dear in her memory. As the concert began to wind down, the energy in the Manchester Arena remained electric, with fans still buzzing from the magical experience. Elton John had just finished a powerful rendition of Rocket Man, and the crowd erupted in applause, calling for more. He beamed at them, visibly moved by their enthusiasm and support. In that moment, Emily felt her heart race again, knowing that soon it would be time for Elton to leave the stage. Despite the bittersweet feeling of the night coming to an end, she was filled with pride as she glanced at the bracelet shining on his wrist. She knew that her gift had become something special during this unforgettable evening. Elton raised his hand, showcasing the colorful bracelet to everyone in the audience. The lights glinted off it, drawing attention from fans who recognized its significance. With a bright smile, he addressed the crowd one last time, capturing their hearts all over again. "You know," he began, his voice warm and heartfelt, "this is truly the best gift I've gotten all tour." The arena erupted into cheers and applause once more as fans chanted his name. For Emily, those words felt like a warm embrace. They validated her feelings and efforts in a way that was hard to describe. She could hardly contain her joy as she realized her simple gesture had made such an impact. In that moment of connection between Elton and the audience, Emily felt like she was floating on air. It was as if time slowed down just for her. Everyone around her faded away while she focused solely on him, and the bracelet he wore proudly. This moment would forever be etched in her memory, a celebration of friendship sparked by music and creativity, uniting them all for one incredible night. As Elton waved goodbye, Emily's heart swelled with happiness. She knew she would cherish this experience for a lifetime. As Elton John's heartfelt words echoed through the Manchester Arena, the audience erupted into cheers, their excitement palpable. Fans waved their hands in the air, shouting his name in a chorus of appreciation. The atmosphere was charged with emotion. Everyone felt part of something extraordinary as they celebrated not just Elton's music but the special bond he shared with his fans. People exchanged glances filled with joy and admiration, connecting over this shared experience that went beyond just a concert. Many had tears of happiness in their eyes as they absorbed the moment, realizing how powerful it was to witness an artist genuinely appreciate a fan's gesture. There was a sense of unity in the crowd that night, a collective acknowledgement of love and creativity that brought them all together. Parents embraced their children, pointing out how Emily's gift had touched Elton, while older fans reminisced about their own experiences and connections to his music. It became clear that his simple statement transcended the usual concert banter. It transformed into a message of hope and encouragement for everyone present. The audience felt inspired as they realized that kindness could create meaningful moments. Elton's sincerity brought warmth to every heart in the arena, sparking conversations about dreams and aspirations that lingered long after the show ended. It was evident that Emily's act of creativity had not only touched Elton but had also ignited a passion within others to express themselves through art and music. As the final notes filled the air, fans continued to chant and cheer, creating a vibrant crescendo that echoed throughout the venue. The impact of Elton's words lingered like magic dust, everyone left feeling uplifted, emboldened by the realization that no matter how small a gesture may seem, it can create waves of connection and joy among kindred spirits united by music. The concert wasn't just about entertainment. It became a memorable reminder of the power of love and friendship shared through song. Reflecting on that unforgettable night in Manchester, it becomes clear how small gestures, like Emily's handmade friendship bracelet, can create lasting memories not only for fans but also for artists. In a world filled with grand spectacles and high expectations, the simplicity of a heartfelt gift stands out as a powerful reminder of human connection. The bracelet was more than just colorful beads. It symbolized the admiration, love, and creativity that Emily poured into her creation. Such tokens of affection are often the most meaningful, as they represent genuine emotions and personal stories. When Elton John wore the bracelet throughout the concert, he demonstrated how a simple gesture could transcend age and stardom, connecting him with a young fan who looked up to him. These moments resonate deeply in the hearts of those involved. For Emily, the experience of giving her bracelet and seeing Elton wear it became a cherished memory she would carry with her forever. It illustrated how small acts of kindness can leave a profound impact on both the giver and receiver. The warmth generated from these exchanges fosters a sense of belonging and community among fans. Moreover, this connection reinforces the idea that artists, despite their fame, are still human beings who appreciate the love and support from their fans. Elton's acknowledgement of Emily's gift was not merely a fleeting moment. It served as an affirmation that every fan matters, regardless of age or background. In essence, the power of such small gestures should not be underestimated. They serve as vital reminders that we can all create meaningful connections through simple acts of kindness and creativity. As people continue to express themselves through art, music, and heartfelt gifts, they contribute to a cycle of inspiration that enriches lives and creates lasting bonds between artists and their fans. In conclusion, the unforgettable night at the Manchester Arena beautifully showcased the profound bond created through music and acts of kindness. Emily Harris's heartfelt gesture of giving Elton John a handmade friendship bracelet exemplified how simple, thoughtful gifts can leave a lasting impact on both artists and fans alike. It was not just about the bracelet. It represented a deep admiration and a connection that transcended generations. As Elton wore the bracelet throughout his performance, he not only honored Emily's creativity but also reinforced the idea that moments of genuine interaction can create cherished memories that last a lifetime. The crowd, united by their love for his music and the magic of the evening, shared in Emily's joy as they witnessed her dream come true. Their collective celebration highlighted the emotional connections formed through shared experiences in music. Music has a unique power to bring people together, and this concert was a perfect example of how it can ignite feelings of joy, inspiration, and unity. The echoes of Elton's songs intertwined with the energy of the crowd to create an environment filled with warmth and camaraderie. Every cheer and every shout became part of a larger narrative that celebrated not only Elton's artistry but also the shared human experience of love, admiration, and hope. As fans left the arena that night, they carried with them more than just memories of an extraordinary concert. They took away feelings of belonging and connection. The significance of moments like Emily's gift reminds us all that kindness, no matter how small, matters deeply. By embracing these moments, we foster a culture where creativity thrives and relationships flourish, allowing the bonds formed through music and heartfelt gestures to be cherished for years to come. Ultimately, it is these moments that illuminate our paths and enrich our lives, reminding us of the power of kindness and friendship in an ever-changing world.